Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do a pick a card reading. I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. I really enjoy watching these myself. I did a couple earlier, maybe a few months ago now, but I decided I'd have a go at another one. So I have put together 3 packs here, and of course the title will be on the video, and it's Will My Love Return to Me? That was what I was asked to do. So you have a choice of 3 decks. I want to make sure you can see them. That's the rose quartz there, which is deck number 1. We have the Moonstone with the pentacle on it, which is pile number 2. And our 3rd card has a stone on it called Believe, which is pile number 3. So I'll give you just a couple of minutes to meditate on them. I'm going to go in and put the timestamps on them anyway, so that you can go straight to whichever pile you want to have a look at. All right. Okay, I'll just pop those 2 away and we'll do the rose quartz one first. Okay. So I have 1 card from the Romance Angels, 1 card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. For the tarot cards, I'm using the Pagan Tarot, and I have 2 cards here from the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so for those of you who picked pile number 1 with the rose quartz, first off we have the card of heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I would say that there's a very good chance that someone is coming in for you here. Being it's heart-to-heart conversations, I would suggest you've probably got someone definitely coming in from your past to have that conversation with you. Most likely will require some talk about what's happened in the past. You may need to require inquire where you're going in the future. But there does seem to be a very intense sort of feeling with this card as well. So I think that perhaps whoever this person was in the past may have either done something like ghosted you, or perhaps really wasn't honest with you about what they were doing or where they were going. There feels to me like that's not just a heart-to-heart conversation. There may need to be some sort of apology as well. Okay, so we have here the Arrow Master, and that is the card of hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. I feel like, you know, the way this card is, it's like somebody already knew that this was coming. When we think of someone sort of shooting the arrow, we think of them looking at the target, you know, putting the arrow, putting the intention on the arrow and firing straight for the mark. I feel like this person's really intent on clearing up this situation and offering you something new here. The fact that it's got detachment makes me think that they somehow detached in the past. Maybe they didn't really explain to you why they'd walked away or why they'd stepped away from the situation. But I really strongly feel that the intention to put this right now is very, very strong here. Okay, so tarot cards coming out with a King of Wands. So you may be dealing with a Leo, Sag, or Aries. We have the Knight of Swords, which is the person coming in with the truth, coming in quite rapidly, I might say too. There's a brand new start and an offer of love here with the Ace of Pentacles, something stable. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles here. So I want to say when the Knight of Pentacles comes out, it sort of gives it a feeling that perhaps this has taken a long time to come around. I feel very, very strongly that your person has maybe always had this fire burning for you. For whatever reason, they haven't come forward from the past. It may have been that something just didn't go right the first time around, but they haven't forgotten you. They're still well and truly burning for you here. Very passionate sort of card. I feel with the Knight of Swords that there has to be a very clear communication here. This person has definitely got something to say. I do think with the Knight of Swords, there's always this energy of, haste, trying to put things right. The King of Wands would be very patient and very diligent and very careful about how he does this. But the Knight of Wands is a very different energy. So that makes me feel this person is very nervous or very anxious about coming forward and expressing themselves. But I do feel that they've had some sort of emptiness or some sort of gap in their life since you went. I do feel also, with the Ace of Pentacles, we're talking, something long-term, something that you can really invest in. This person's very serious about this offer, but they're coming forward as a king. So this person has also put in a lot of work and thought into this. It's just that they seem to be very nervous with this offer. And I feel like here with this Knight of Pentacles coming through, there's a really strong feeling that this person has taken a long time. So we're not talking about a relationship that's just gone. We're talking about a period of time passing in between. So I feel this person is very stable. I feel that they are willing to put the work in now. They are willing to make something really good out of this. And I honestly believe they've had a fire burning for you for a very long time. Okay, so let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle. So this card here talks of power, and it says you instinctively know what is right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And I feel this is why this person is nervous. I do think that they're really concerned that if they fess up, come forward and tell you how they're feeling, that you might not want to hear from them. And maybe that's why they're feeling a bit jittery about it, a bit nervous about it. I do think the offer's good though, but I feel like here some of you may not want to entertain that. And the other one is life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised at where it leads. So maybe this is something you will consider. Do you put in the energy here? Or do you sort of just, let it flow and see what happens? Or do you choose to walk away? This is your choice. I do think your person's very, very serious about you though. And I do think they want to make sure that they get it right this time. Okay. All right, pile number 2. I forgot to write the time down for pile number 1, so that would be quite interesting. Pile number 2. If you chose number 2, it was the one with the Moonstone on it. Okay. We have getting to know each other. Now I'm feeling here this is probably a more recent person rather than pile 1 where it felt like there had been quite a lot of time or quite a lot of water gone under the bridge in the meantime. This person here, I feel like you've probably just started opening up to someone and then it sort of didn't take off or it didn't go anywhere. But for this one, it feels like it's only been, maybe a matter of only a few months. It doesn't feel like as extensive. So there's a sort of feeling here that perhaps the first time around you didn't get to know each other well, but there was chemistry there. And I feel like because the chemistry was there, you might have been quite smitten and quite taken with this person. And then for some unknown reason, this didn't work out. I actually think for some of you, the feelings maybe have been a lot stronger afterwards. Perhaps you started to really feel that you wanted to invest in this person, but maybe you'd already sort of let them know that you were moving on for whatever reason. Or maybe that was them with you. But I feel like this time around is very different. You're approaching this in a much more mature way, a much more adult way. So you're really starting, perhaps you rushed in and had a one-night stand before, or it was a very sort of quick turnover in a relationship. Maybe neither one of you took it seriously, but I feel like for both of you, something's really sat very strongly with you within this connection. And I feel like this time around you are going to really get to know each other. Feels like much more energy around building a relationship this time. Oh, look at this. The card of the Phoenix has come out. So the Phoenix is about resurrection and surrendering to change. So I feel like this relationship may have been something casual to start off with. It may have been very light. You may have had a lot of fun together. But I feel like this time you're birthing something for the long term. This time you're really putting in an energy of wanting to have something beautiful here. So very, very different sort of feel to this. The Phoenix talks about birthing something from what was originally there, birthing from the ashes. So definitely a feeling that you're coming from a very different place this time. Oh, wow. Have a look at this. So we have here the Two of Wands, the Justice card, the Three of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay, so I feel like for some of you here, you may have been dealing with someone or had a brief affair or encounter with someone who was in another relationship, and perhaps something started there, and that's why you've sort of come back to this, because you've realized there was something more there. I do have this Hermit card coming through, so this could be a Virgo you're dealing with. We do have the Two of Wands and the Justice card. So there's a very strong feeling here that you have a karmic tie to this person. Now, not all, when sometimes people talk about karmic ties, it sort of makes me feel, you know, that I don't mean it's negative in any way, shape or form. I feel that you were always destined to come back together at a later date. You are taking a new direction here with the Two of Wands. You're choosing to move forward with this person. So this is something that may have started off very casually, very, as I said, it may have just been a very heated sort of situation. And you're definitely moving forward now. Now, the Hermit card is here. So I do think that perhaps in between there was some sort of energy here of maybe taking time out. You may have sort of taken time out from this person, trying to sort through your energy and your feelings, and you may have spent time with people, talking it out with people, trying to understand why you had such a strong connection with this person to start with. You know, sometimes we meet people and the connection is just automatic, and you may have been talking about that with other people, but this person's coming back in now because they feel that they had such a strong connection with you. They want to try and get something going more solid, move forward together in a relationship. It could be that this person has also moved away from another situation here. All right, let's just have a look at what the cards come through. This one says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So maybe for a while there, you were trying to think about how you could reconnect with this person. And I feel like the universe has brought them in what we would think of as divine timing. And perhaps for a while there, you were questioning whether you should sort of approach them again and let them know. But I feel like you've left it up to the universe here. And the other card says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And I feel this is going to be a very, very special relationship for the two of you. And I feel like it's long term. This is not a fling this time. So the whole getting to know each other is a very different energy coming through for you there. Okay, so pile 3. Okay, and that was the Belief Stone. Okay, all right, so we have the card of trust coming through here. Sometimes when we have, you know, something that we desire very greatly, or we have something that has crossed our path that has given us an opportunity to experience something very beautiful, we need to always think, if that's what we want in our life, we've got to trust that the universe will do the right thing by us. Sometimes it's very difficult to do that, and we do feel a little bit like they've sort of waved a carrot under our nose and then it's sort of gone from view. The universe is saying here, if this is your situation and you pick this pile, you need to trust that if this is right for you, if this is what you want, then there's a very good chance it is coming back. It says that it's calling for you to have faith. So this person here is going to return to you. They are going to return to you. Just have to have trust and faith that it will happen. Okay. We have the card of the River Queen, which is the flow, letting go, and natural movement. So you know here what the universe is saying. It's saying to you, you need to go with the flow of the universe. Don't try to control outcomes. Allow things to flow as they should. This is one of the hardest things for us to do. It's very much around us understanding that the universe does things in its own time. We cannot force something to happen if it's not meant to. That's destiny. If it's right for you and you're feeling in your gut that it's right for you, then it is. So you have to be patient while the universe does its work. It's going with the universe here, going with the flow, letting go of control, going with the natural movement, flowing with the river, having trust and faith that things will work out in your favor. Oh, wow. Okay. I've got to tell you, I picked this deck. Okay, so the Two of Cups is coming in here. The Sun card is coming in. We have the card of Death, and we also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I feel very strongly here that you could be dealing with a Leo or someone who has very strong Leo in their chart. This is a card. They could have Leo, Scorpio here. We do have the card of Scorpio too. This particular person is going through some sort of transformation at the moment, and this is why the universe is asking you to trust the energy. This person is your soulmate or has a very strong soul tie to you. They are trying to work through stuff to return. This is why the universe is saying have faith and trust that this person is working through stuff here. There is so much joy and happiness for you. This is why you need to be patient and just let things flow as they should. You can't make this go any faster. Someone's going through a huge transformation. They're allowing things to go. They could be waiting for other things in their life to fall away so that they can make this change. The Two of Pentacles sort of says to me that they're trying to find some balance in their life. I feel like with whatever this was between you here, it's put their life out of balance a little bit. So whatever this is sort of doing for them, it's sort of, they're trying to maybe sort through two options. The Two of Pentacles can talk about weighing up options, trying to understand what direction to go in, what's the best choice for you. But something about this relationship or love you have for this person has put this person in this sort of energy of having to work through something here. It will result in them being able to let go of things, maybe get their life in order, get this beautiful balance back, and be able to say goodbye to things that no longer serve them. There is a great deal of happiness within this particular reading. So I want to say to you, if you're waiting for this person, you do have a very strong, you could be twin flames with the mirror here, but a very strong connection with this person. Okay. And then your cards here, this first card says, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Wow. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So that fits beautifully with all the other cards. This is what you're needing to do. You cannot force this situation, but you also cannot sit in the energy of waiting. You need to just flow with the universe and spend time in, doing things with yourself. Maybe doing some self-work, meditation, spending time making yourself the best possible version of what you should be. And we have the card of Passion here, and it says a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So I want to say to you, whoever this person is, you have a very, very deep soul connection to them. They will return to you, but you need to be patient, you need to have faith, and you need to go with the flow. Don't try to control it, just let the energy go through. All right, thanks very much, everyone. That was fun.